Hello, fellow gamers. Bubba coming back at you. So the first episode of Star Trek Voyager seemed to do pretty well. We're going to do a second episode now, and let's continue where we were. I am anxious to see when the full game comes out. Hopefully they do voiceovers. That would be really cool. Alright, so what do we got here? Clear more ruined room and build emergency quarters for the entire crew. Investigate the marked planet in the neighboring system. Okay. So I don't think we have much uranium. So we would have to get like here. Let's just go ahead and set course. Empty some of these rooms. Okay, we have to do this. That only gives us 41. That's pretty sad. Okay. Not a lot. I wonder if... Said it wanted us to... How's the morale doing? Quarterless. Minus 800 on the max. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's pretty bad, isn't it? Okay, let's look at the ship. That's one? Yes. Okay. I've been damaged. That's sick bay. Where do we find the damaged areas that we did before? This is shuttle bay, workshop, torpedo bay. I think might have been in these areas, these ruined rooms. Engineering, emergency quarters. There we go. Oh, ruined room. Okay, we want to try and probably stay on this deck because it already has life support. So that would probably make it better. Let's just go ahead and do another here. Let's see, clear debris. Or clear it up for more building space and gain a few resources. Okay, so that's all we can do. Okay, there we go. That's going to take 6 cycles. So while it's doing that, let's go ahead and it tells us to look at sector. Okay, we're already in sector. Thank you. Investigate the marked planet in the neighboring system, and I'm guessing that's what that symbol's for, because this one tells us where we are. So let's do 2 cycles away. Oh, you have to hold down the first mouse button to set the course. Okay. Deuterium running low. Captain, we've got a major problem brewing down in engineering. Deuterium levels are critical. This ship won't last long without a refuel. If we don't locate a new supply soon, we'll be adrift in space with no energy, no life support. We need to act fast. You'll have 25 cycles to accomplish this task. Alright, well, let's just do the understood. Alright, so we need to scan, obviously. Let's scan. Okay, that's got uranium. There's deuterium. Scan. Okay, that's research stuff. Scan. Okay. What we got? Scan. Deuterium. Scan. Deuterium. Okay, well, we are really close to this one. Let's just set course. Okay, now what we got? Collect any... Use tractor beam to try and clump up debris. Yes! Nice. Okay, we did it. Plus 200 in morale. Oh, that's sweet. I like that fact. That's pretty nice. So if we can accomplish it, that helps morale as well. Okay. I can go with that. Okay, so we need to investigate the marked planet. Set course. Okay, this is where we dismantled the room. So enter ship. We'll go here. Build. And we want to do crew. And we want to do emergency quarters. Alright, now we go back out. Right? Did we already? Why is it not through? Emergency room. Yes. Oh, are we missing something? Oh, no, there it goes. Building 4 cycles. Okay. That's not what I want. How do I... Okay, system. There we go. Okay, Captain, we reached our destination. Orders? Continue. Oh, cutscene. There we are, Captain, and I might say, what a ride. Or might I say. Voyager handles like a dream. Responsive, agile. Don't get too carried away, Mr. Paris. Let's see what we have here. Okay, new lead. Following the caretaker's energy pulses, Voyager discovers a desert planet with a harsh, unforgiving landscape. Are Harry, Kim, and B'Elanna perhaps being held in this place? What's so special about this ugly old space rock? Okay, so we can do a scan, check the energy impulses, do a scan, prepare an away team. Okay, well, let's do a general scan first. Let's see what we can learn about this planet. It has all the basic characteristics of an M class, but no ocean, no river, nothing. However, there are settlements. Why would anyone want to live there? Leave it at that. Strange, but intriguing. Okay, now let's check the energy impulses, chance 100%. Anything noteworthy about the energy pulses? They are consistently targeting a single location, a barren piece of desert. I recommend an away team investigates the area. There is something else. The interval between each pulse has decreased by 0.47 seconds since we left the array. They're getting faster. The entity said he's running out of time, right? Whatever that means, we'd better hurry. Yeah, got that right. Alright, prepare an away team. We'll examine this world firsthand. Alright, here we go. Very cool. Oh, what's that? Captain, a small ship is approaching. They're hailing us. On screen. First contact. Peculiar alien with a mischievous grin greets for... Oh, yes. I remember this one. It's Neelix, I think it is. Voyager from his chaotic vessel. Neither Starfleet nor the Maquis have ever seen such a species before. Perhaps an inhabitant of the Delta Quadrant. Neelix, yep. Greetings. Looking for something on this dusty old rock? Would we find anything, Mr. Neelix? Never seen a ship like yours, let me guess. You were whisked away from somewhere else in the galaxy and brought here against your will. Sounds as though you've heard this story before. Thousands of times, well, hundreds of times, maybe 50 times. But the caretaker has been bringing ships here for months now. The caretaker? That's what the Ocampa call him. He probably snatched some of your crew, too, right? They're likely down on the planet with the Ocampa. But, Captain, it's a tricky place, dangerous. You could use a guide, but, of course, a guide needs a little, compensation. Sounds fair. Wonderful. To be honest, I've had it rough recently. Those pesky void voles have been nibbling away at my supplies. Some food and water would be most welcome. If you help us find our missing crew, you can have all the food and water you want. It's a deal. Alright, so rebuild Voyager and explore the system, or skip cycles until Neelix is ready to talk. So we have to rebuild and wait for him at this point. Okay. What do we want to do? So this is shield generator, science laboratory. That might help us. Life support. Yeah, but... Alright, let's see what we got. No, I have to do it this way. Oh, I can hold down the right mouse button and just move. Okay, that works. So, emergency quarters. In fact, I think that still has 2 cycles. Okay. How do we find out? Let's do overview and see if it mentions how many crew. Assigned crew, total crew, quarterless crew. 40. So does that mean each one holds 10? So we have occupied, one available for work teams. Okay. That, 40 quarterless. Okay. That would tell us right there. Emergency quarters, that's only a -1 compared to the other. Okay, well, that's fine. Maybe we... it says rebuild. Okay, let's get out of here. Okay, rebuild Voyager. So it doesn't really... Let's see here. There's nothing here. Okay. What is this? Notification. Game paused. Oh, that's kind of nice. Okay. But... Battery compartment. What is a battery compartment? Increases energy storage capacity from current battery capacity to new... Oh, it looks like they haven't put those in yet. Okay, so we'd have to have life support. That's going to drain our power more. We probably need to do as much as possible on just this one. We definitely don't want the holodeck. Sick bay could be handy. Increases patient capacity from 5 to 10. Increases treatment efficiency from 100 to 110. Changes energy consumption from 7 to 11. Changes... Oh, that's for upgrade. I'm not paying attention. Okay, so to repair... Going to cost 3 cycles, 15 and 1. I wonder if we should. I mean, you would think sickbay would be pretty handy to have. What are these? Battery compartments. These are just ruined rooms, and then we got science laboratory. We can use science points, but science points are produced in the science laboratory. Occasionally they can also be obtained in away missions. Science points are required to research technologies in the... I think it said tech lab. It's like... in the tech tree. Okay, well, I don't remember seeing the tech tree. Maybe we get that later. So maybe that would be a waste. So either sick bay... Maybe... What is this? Oh. 10 out of 10. Okay, there we go. Management. I can upgrade it. Technology. But at that point, it would increase. Deteriorates morale from -1 to -2. Huh. Okay. Kind of dumb. Well, let's just go ahead and build another one. Because what else do we have? Combat. Nothing. Oh, no, there we go. Missing resources, phaser control room. We already have a shield generator. What is this? Technology? Science laboratory, we already have that, so we don't need that. Maintenance. Engineering office, we already have one of those. Cargo bay. Increases the storage. Oh! Well, now that could come in handy, so we could actually store more. So we don't just fill up on deuterium. Takes 5 cycles. Alright, I say we go for it. Oh, it takes 3. Oh, that's what that is. Okay. Never mind. We do not have that right now. If I do this and I say I'm going to do emergency quarters, I bet it says it's going to take 2. Let's see. Yep, there it is, 2. Okay, so I have 1 extra here for whatever we come up with later. Okay. I could do that. What is this? Oh, phaser control. Ruined room. Let's just go ahead and clear some more then. Okay. Then we can go back out. Oop, wrong thing. System, rebuild, or skip cycles. Okay, so let's just skip some cycles. X. There we go. Accommodate 10 crew. We have those now. Enter the ship. building ready. Okay, there it is. So now, if we look at the overview, let's go to morale. Now it's only minus 600, not 800, so that's good. Okay. Then we probably need to clear out some more. And I'm guessing that's going to be something that's going to continue for a while. So let's go ahead and do that. Now, in the meantime, let's go ahead and collect some more resources because we're low. We're low. We can only hold 1,000 of that, but where are we? Let's just scan some of these then. Scan. Scan. Alright, so let's go here. Set course. Oh, we got a call. Captain, I need to address the lack of quarters. Many are sleeping in the corridors and morale is suffering. I'd suggest building new quarters so more people can sleep in their own beds. You'll have 40 cycles to complete this. Build 1 new quarters of your choice. Build enough quarters to inhabit, or not now. Build enough quarters to inhabit all of the crew. I think to build the other is 6. I think we better do this first. That we can do. Okay, so we got a max 37. Oh. We only got 35%. Oh, well. Okay, so we have a call from the caretaker. Oh, what a delicious... Oh, no. Okay, what a delicious meal. A culinary masterpiece. I've never encountered such a tangy but comforting, smooth, yet vibrant concoction. What was it called again? Tomato soup. Tomato soup. I'm something of a culinary wizard myself, you know. My Alfarian hair pasta bowl is widely known for its bold, mouth-watering taste. Mr. Neelix, I am pleased you are enjoying yourself, but we need your assistance. Now. Ah, yes, your missing crew, right. Scan the southern continent and look for a range of dead volcanoes. At their foot, you'll see a Kazon Ogla encampment. Kazon Ogla? One Kazon sect of many. They control this part of the quadrant. They're a bit difficult, but with the right approach, even they can be reasoned with. I thought you said the Okampa had our people. Well, the Okampa do have your people. It's just finding them is a bit tricky. My old pal, Maje Jaban, the Ogla leader, might know where to look. He's a nice guy, a bit gruff, but he owes me a favor. Alright. Let's go for it. Very well. Prepare an away team, and you'll accompany them, Mr. Neelix. Alright, so we have to fly back to Okampa. Let's go here first. Set course. Let's just grab some more. Enter ship. Ready. Let's do emergency quarters. Oh, come on. Really? Okay, there. Alright. And then... that's going to be 4 cycles. Okay, so system. Okay, here we go. Collect any easily... or do the tractor beam. We'll do the tractor beam. Yes! Good. Oh, due to full storage. Okay, I can survive with that right now. Okay, let's go back here. How do you... Oh, set course. Thought there was a quicker way. Oh, looks like I had a notification. Ruined room, enter ship. Okay, it's ready. So let's go to build. No, not engineering. Let's go here. And emergency quarters. We'll do another set. Okay, now what is this? Deuterium at max capacity. Okay. System. Nice. Nice. Enter ship. We're doing a lot better on this now. The crew is happy about the fulfilled promise, Captain. Why is it he telling us? We are getting ready for an he's not part of the crew yet. Ah, boy. Okay. That's okay. We'll let him get by with it for right now. Okay, so minus 400. So we're getting really close. We only need 2 more emergency quarters. Okay. The reason I didn't do the all on the other one is I didn't want to get stuck having to come back and forth and worry about the away team and everything else in the amount of time. So I'm glad I didn't. Okay, so we're back to Akampa. Here we go. Captain, we reached our destination. Orders? Send away team. Okay, so we definitely have to have Neelix. And it's showing challenges. Okay. So, he would probably, Chakotay would be good because we have a lot of this for challenges. A whole lot. And Neelix also has that. So let's do Chakotay. And then we have to do... And then we'll do... Eris? Oh, that's not what that means. That just means what things we can do. Oh, what about the research? I can't do Harry Kim? Oh, but I can do Tuvok. Okay, now we've got them all covered. That's how you do that. Okay, so you just have to make sure they get them all covered. Okay, so let's start mission. At least I think that's the way it goes. Find out. Okay, the away team materializes in a small valley between the dead volcanoes. The sun burns down on them mercilessly. The air is hot and dry, and a sandy wind whips into their eyes. Captain, our track orders are malfunctioning, probably because of the energy impulses. How do we get our bearings in this dust bowl? Okay, survivalist, we could get orient yourself using the cardinal points. Oof. So that would be just fun. We would have it. Struggle through to a vantage point. I don't know if we want to do that. Let's just do this one. Because we don't have this being used in the next one. In fact, it didn't get used again until the end. Using his survival skills and the position of the sun, Chakotay determines the cardinal directions. He navigates the team through the Rock Valley, eventually reaching a rocky ledge, gaining a better view of the surrounding area. In the distance, they spot the Kazon Ogla settlement. However, the wind is picking up and a massive sandstorm is approaching from the south. Okay. Captain, a sandstorm is heading our way. We need to find cover fast. Okay, so we can't use... Okay, innovator. We don't have anybody with that, right? Guess that type of skill? I don't know. Build a temporary shelter from what you can find. Analyze the area and evaluate the best cover for the storm. That one, we don't have a big chance of success. That one, we have even less. I say we go for that one. Okay, so now we know. It had 2 of these that we could have done. Okay, I'm starting to understand this a little bit better now. I think we'll do better next time. Oh, that's not good. The away team wastes too much time settling for a spot, and the sandstorm comes upon them with full force. They stumble through the blinding storm before finally finding a secure place. After what seems like an eternity, the storm subsides. Oh, we lost 50 health. Oh, jeez, that's not good. The away team emerges bruised and battered and sets off in the direction of the Kazon Ogla settlement. Okay. Sometimes certain approaches in away missions bear additional risk. Dangerous approaches are marked by a danger level indicator. Okay, there we go. Failing such a challenge can result in injuries or even fatalities. Oof. Okay, well, we didn't have much choice on that one. Captain, we've reached the settlement. How should we approach the people? Let Neelix do the introduction, of course, and then we get plus 200. Make up for that minus 50. Neelix bound forward, greeting the Kazon Ogla in his usual boisterous manner. The women and children seem to recognize him, but their expressions are skeptical rather than welcoming. The men approach cautiously, weapons in hand. A tall Kazon emerges from the settlement. Jabin, their leader. At the sight of Neelix, his face darkens. In the background, a badly bruised young woman, who looks nothing like the Kazon, but more like a human with pointy ears, peers around a corner. I think I remember parts of this. Okay, seems like the Kazon don't find Neelix as charming as he led us to believe. How should we appease them, Captain? Assure them we have no bad intention. Demonstrate strength. Well, definitely go along with both. He's fatigued. Let's do this. Oh, yes, critical success. The away team calmly explains their peaceful intentions, emphasizing their desire to find their missing crew. Their diplomatic approach eases the tension, and Jabin explains that the Okampa live underground, their access controlled by the caretaker, who also provides their only source of water. As proof, Jabin points to the bruised woman he is holding as a slave, explaining that she is one of the few who have managed to reach the surface. Then suddenly, Neelix grabs a phaser. He points it at Jabin and demands for the Okampa girl to be freed. Oh, yes, this is his, girlfriend. I remember this. Okay, plus 150. Things are getting out of hand, Captain. We should retreat. Alright, so this says... I don't know if we really want this. I mean, do we really want to withdraw? I mean, that gives us 100, whatever that is. I don't even know what that is, to tell you the truth. What is that? I can't even tell on here right now. Won't tell me. Is that morale? Maybe we should go for this? I mean, but we could secure the retreat with phaser fire. I don't know if we really want to stir things up like that. If we do this... Let's do that. Cass is recruited. The away team raises their hands in a gesture of peace, slowly backing away while choosing their words carefully to calm the angry Kazon. Jabin, though furious at Neelix's impulsive reaction, recognizes the away team's intelligent attempt to de-escalate the situation. He allows them to retreat, though his eyes burn with anger. Oh, yeah, I'm sure he's going to come after us. Okay, so we got... That's good. Look at that. We got some extra levels here. Okay. So... let's continue. What we got here? Safely back on Voyager, Neelix surprises the rest of the away team as he and the rescued woman kiss passionately. How deep does the relationship between the two go? My dearest Cass, didn't I promise I'd save you? I knew you would come for me, my love. You lied and endangered my crew. This is not how trust is built, Mr. Neelix. He was desperate, Captain, but I understand. I want to repay you and your crew for saving me. As Jabin said, the access to the underground city is controlled by the caretaker. There is a tunnel, but the caretaker sealed it with a security barrier. We may be able to transport through the barrier if it had the slightest breach. A transporter signal amplifier would be necessary. Excellent idea. Kess, can you help us once we've located the breach? Of course. The least I can do. I'm grateful. Now, ask Kess about what she knows about the caretaker. Yeah, that might be good. What can you tell us about the caretaker? For generations, he has provided the Okampa with food, water, energy, and protection from the outside world. Any idea why he does it or where he came from? No. We do have stories and legends about him, but they're just stories and legends. Okay. How she came to the surface. Kess, if it's so dangerous on the surface, why did you leave your home? I felt a strong pull to explore the world beyond the city. I yearned for the freedom to discover new things and learn about myself. Seeing my people so dependent on the caretaker, unable to even think for themselves, it was unbearable. We were once a people who had full command of our mind's abilities. Okay, let's ask how they met. Kess, Mr. Neelix, I'm curious. How did you two meet? I met Kess while I was trading with the Kazon Ogla. They enslaved her, but she was kind, even to someone like me. I had to get her out. He visited, brought me gifts, made me laugh. He was the only good thing in that terrible place. We fell in love. I admit I used to use you, Captain. I apologize, but I'd do it again in a heartbeat. Okay, we have things to do. Alright, someone get started on that transporter signal, amplifier, and Kess, we'll go to sickbay and have you examined. Well, I guess this means I have to fix sickbay, which we had talked about possibly doing. And what is this? Oh, that's just telling me I need to do it. Okay, let's go here. Repair. It's going to take 2 cycles. Okay. Now we go back to system. Okay, we're full, but we could use some Uranium. Okay. What do we do? This is 3 cycles away, and that's going to take 2 cycles. Oh! Repair. Oh no. Did we repair the wrong thing? That's the science laboratory. Cancel. I clicked on the wrong thing, of course. Okay, that's going to take 3 cycles. Let's go get some, because I hate to waste the time. Okay, so you can hold down the first mouse button and get to it. Okay, enter ship. Building ready. There's your emergency crew. Then let's go here, and emergency quarters again, and we'll go there. Okay, and this one's only needs 1 more. Let's go to system. There you are. Enter ship. Repair. Injured and sick crew will be placed in the sick bay automatically. After treatment, they'll go back to work. Increase the efficiency of sick bay by assigning a suitable hero. Oh, nice. Computer, initiate emergency medical holographic program. Introducing the Doctor. Yes, becomes a very, very pivotal character in the show. With no other options available, Captain Janeway activates Voyager's emergency medical hologram. A shimmering figure materializes in sickbay, ready to provide critical care. Please state the nature of the emergency. Medical emergency. Doctor, our chief medical officer is dead. You have to take care of sickbay for now, and this patient, Kess. There's no need for concern. I am capable of treating any injury or disease. A broken ulna, a few minor bruises and grazes. Nothing I can't handle. You are in the most capable hands, young lady. Thank you, Doctor. That's very kind of you. I expect you to do your best, Doctor. Do my best, Captain. I am programmed for optimal medical care. What else could I do? Would I do? Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a patient to attend to, and a sick bay to reorganize. Okay. So it skipped over some stuff, but got over the main gist of the show, so that's good. What we got here? Repair and activate the science laboratory. Okay, we need to go back to system. Go to here. Let's try this. Really? 3 crew got injured, and we only got 20% of the reward. That stinks. Okay. What's this? Deuterium at maximum capacity. Yes, we already knew about that. It's not at maximum capacity anymore. Okay. Yeah. What have we got? Nothing. So let's try going here. Need some more. Enter ship. There we go. There's that. Now, what have we got for... Oh, good. Everybody's got a quarters now. Oh, 3 injured, so that's minus 45. How does that get done with workspace? So it says I could assign... Let's try this here a second. Okay, so if we go to sick bay, management, heroes. Oh, there we go. Well, obviously him. Okay, so that should help, I hope. Manage patients. Injured recovery time 3. Current crew treats patients with 100% efficiency. Assigned hero adds a 66.999 bonus. Okay, so it just tells me who they are. I don't like give priority. Okay, that works. All right, so let's try and go back, I guess. Oh no, we're right here. That's right. There we go. We got 35 at least. That's not a ton, but we can only hold 100, so that's pretty good. Okay, so let's go back to Okamba. Okay, so let's go to overview, maybe? What's going on with Kest? What are we waiting on? Prepare and activate the science laboratory. Oh, so I do have to do that. Okay. Repair. Let's just skip a cycle. There we go. Excuse me. Alright, Captain, the science lab is back online. We can start researching this signal amplifier. Okay, so before we do that, let me... What does it show? Whoa, 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 whoa. What is it? Does it show anybody? Oh, no, there's no patients now. Okay, but I just didn't get a notice of it. Okay, so here we go. Transporter signal amplifier. Items to analyze. Management. Heroes. Can I add a hero? Plus 25. Plus 35. Plus 18. Well, let's assign him for right now, because we don't need both. Okay. And then we click here. We can skip a cycle. Three. Access the tech tree to research new upgrades. This way you can upgrade rooms or unlock passive bonuses to improve efficiency. Certain technologies first require an upgrade of the tier of a technological category. Okay, I see. Unlocking a new tech costs research points. Yep. Research points are produced by active science labs, but can also be gained as rewards, like away missions. Okay. Items research, transporter signal, rewards, transporter signal amplifier, blueprint. Okay. Enter ship. Captain, the blueprints for the signal amplifier are complete. However, to start production, we need to repair the workshop. Of course. Okay, let's take a look here. Explore the tech tree and research any tech. New tutorial entry discovered. Okay. There we go. Science lab. Researching technologies and projects requires a science lab. Open the room menu and select a project. Research takes time, so continue exploring until the project is completed. Okay, so we probably want to explore this at least a little bit so that while we're doing stuff, it's doing other things. What we got here? Oh, it's engineering. There's crew. There's science. Combat and Borg. Okay, so engineering. What is this? Reveal this technology to learn more about it. Hull enhancement. Oh, so this one we can't even do until I guess we do this one. Increases maximum hull integrity. Okay. We can't do anything on these? Oh, because... No, we're on tier 1. Already researched. Maybe this just isn't in the demo. I mean, that's a possibility. Hollow deck level... Well, we don't need that. Inspired workforce. High morale threshold. Bonuses are increased by 25%. Ooh, that's kind of nice. Okay, active scan navigation. What is this? Tier 2. Oh, we can start researching tier 2. Oh. Okay. There's not much we can do unless we hit 2. Here, we get hydroponics. Produces 50 food every 10 cycle by growing plants in a non-soil medium. Now that would be good because that would help on our fuel. Combat. Rotate shield frequency. Okay, that would be good for, obviously, Borg. Captain's acknowledgement. Increase morale gain after a 1 combat by plus 50. That could be handy too. Okay, and then Borg, we can't do anything with it. I'm kind of leaning towards the hydroponics. Oh no, there's real crew quarters. That would save some of the morale, but I'm actually really leaning towards hydroponics. We're going to do that. Hydroponics. Alright, out. And then let's go over here. Repair and activate the workshop. That would be here. Workshop. repair. And that's 3 cycles. Let's go here and get some deuterium. What is this? Oh, I see. Now I can... Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're just going to do this. Ooh. Plus 35%. That's nice. Oh, no, that's the fail. Great. Well, at least it wasn't like the red fail, though. We at least got some. Alright, let's go back. Workshop's done. Enter. There we go. Workshop repaired, Captain. We can start production of the signal amplifier. Okay, so... amplifier blueprint. That, and what about a hero? 28. Oh, Neelix. Let's use him. Might as well. So, remaining cycles 3. Okay, so let's get out of this. Let's get, nope, that's not what I want. What do we got here? New tutorial entry. Okay, so let's go look at that. Workshop. Craft unique items and consumables in the workshop. Need blueprints, resources, and time. Okay. So let's go to overview, morale. I think we're doing pretty good. Still have available crew. Habitation. Okay. And morale. Oh, we've only got 15 cycles. We're gonna have to get something soon. Wow. Because of what we're using to build stuff, I bet. Okay. Anyway, shoot. I can't. System. Okay, skip cycle. Well, let's go ahead and scan. Uranium. Deuterium. Deuterium. And how far away is this? That's 5 cycles. We still got some time. How long? Nah, let's just skip some cycles right now. Signal amplifier has been completed and is ready for use. Captain, it would be wise to make haste back to the Ocampa. Yeah, that's why we stayed here. Okay. So let's go back to overview. Nope, not overview. Let's go back to system. We'll click on Ocampa. Captain, we reached our destination. Orders? Send away team. Okay, well, Gus obviously has to go. Okay, now I think I'm remembering here now. We're going to have Phaser, for one thing, and that's going to definitely be Tuvok. And he's good at research. So I'd like to have him. And then... see, he only has 2 skills. That's what makes that rough. And we don't need pilot, but we could use that. For sure. But he's not as good at it as Neelix. So, we're going to go with Neelix. Start mission. Let's see if I got this right this time. Upon materializing near the tunnel entrance, a group of Kazon is already there, tinkering with the security barrier in frustration. As soon as they notice the away team, they reach for their weapons but hesitate. Careful, shouts one of them. Don't let them butter you up. Captain, the Kazon seem to be more cautious this time, but they're still ready to attack. What are our orders? Okay, so we've got show force, raise your weapons, and approach the Kazon. That we have a chance of not succeeding. Attempt to negotiate safe passage using your previous diplomatic success to build trust. Use a transporter module to make a harmless object appear, causing a distraction. Oh. Well, if we do this, that gives us 150, which would be nice. Let's do that. The away team approaches the Kazon and reminds them of the previous peaceful interaction. The Kazon, though still suspicious, are persuaded by the diplomatic efforts of the away team and retreat to avoid getting into a firefight. Oh, I'll take that as a win. Captain, we've reached the tunnel entrance using the transporter signal amplifier now to find possible breaches in the security barrier. Use the amplifier to locate breaches. Use the amplifier to locate breaches. Well, that's got like a 50-50. This one, we're definitely making it. The away team deploys the transporter signal amplifier, carefully scanning the barrier for any vulnerabilities. After a tense few minutes, they locate a small breach in the energy field. They successfully transport themselves through the opening and into the tunnel. Beyond the barrier, the tunnel opens into a breathtaking sight. Embedded into a large cavern, a futuristic environment with smooth, white walls emerges in front of the away team, glowing in a warm white light and littered with patches of green. The Okampa City. Oh yeah, I remember this. Captain, we're inside the Okampa City, but it's a maze of streets and chambers. How should we proceed to find Harry and B'Elanna? Okampa, let Kess lead the search, or conduct a systematic search of the city. Well, this is definitely not good. That's definitely higher. I think we'll go for that. And it failed. Kess approaches a group of Okampa, yet they refuse to help. Not wanting to interfere with the caretaker's plans, the away team is forced to rely on other methods to find their crewmates. Eventually, locating a medical facility, they find Harry and B'Elanna awake but disoriented, surrounded by strange medical equipment. B'Elanna, wary of the unfamiliar faces, instinctively reaches for a weapon, but before any confrontation can occur, the ground starts to shake violently. A message from Captain Janeway cuts through the joy of reunion. The caretaker array has apparently repositioned itself and is now firing at the tunnel entrance. We need to get out of here. Clear a path through any debris or obstacles. Yeah, we're going to do that. And that'll even give us some extra uranium. The away team clears a path through the collapsing tunnels, using their phasers to blast away debris and create a safe passage. They dodge falling rocks and collapsing ceilings, ensuring everyone escapes safely. Soon they reach the exit, the security barrier, the only thing standing between them and their escape. Tremors are interfering with signal amplifiers' focus. Captain, the connection is constantly being interrupted. We can't beam out like this. I think we're going to analyze because that has a 100% chance of success and we get research points. Okay, I'm starting to understand this a little bit better now. Yay! The team analyzes the tremors interference pattern and quickly recalibrates the transporter signal amplifier to compensate. The transporter signal stabilizes, allowing the away team to lock onto the beam and materialize safely back on Voyager. Sweet. And we got some experience points. Back on Voyager, Harry Kim breathes a sigh of relief while B'Elanna Torres eyes her Starfleet rescuers with suspicion. The Maquis engineer struggles to understand this sudden alliance. Miss Torres, welcome aboard Voyager. I'm Captain Catherine Janeway and Ensign Kim. It's good to have you back in one piece. Reporting for duty, Captain. I didn't think I'd ever see Voyager again. It's good to be back. What the hell is going on here, Chakotay? Since when are we cozying up to the Starfleet? It's a long story, B'Elanna. Let's just say we had to compromise to get you back. And we share a common goal, getting back home. Anything you learned on the planet could help us. Ask if they know why they were sent to Okampa. Ask about what they learned about the Okampa. Ask if they learned anything about the caretaker. Huh, let's try that. Did you learn anything about the caretaker? He's been acting weird lately. Apparently abducting people is a new hobby of his. Oh, and he increased the Okampa's power supply enough to last them for 5 years, if I recall correctly. And he destroyed the tunnels. It sounds like he's preparing for something, but what? Okay, what we learn about the Okampa? What can you tell us about the Okampa? Annoyingly friendly and incredibly naive. They wouldn't last 5 minutes on the surface. Apparently, they've been living underground for over 500 generations. That's true. Our ancestors lived on the surface once. Ancient journals tell us the caretaker opened a deep chasm and led us underground. Any idea why? The Okampa mentioned something about the warming. The day our surface turned into a desert, on that day, the caretaker appeared and built our city. Since then, he has provided for the Okampa. A debt that can never be repaid. Say again, Lieutenant Tuvok? There is enough evidence for me to form a reasonable hypothesis, Captain. The Okampa homeworld turned into a desert from one day to the next. The caretaker's immediate arrival seems to be no coincidence. I assume he is responsible for the ecological damage, building the underground city and caring for them. He seems to be trying to make amends. In addition, Ensign Kim mentioned that the caretaker provided the Ocampa with a mere 5 years' worth of energy, coupled with the destruction of the access tunnels. And his frequent references to running out of time, the logical conclusion is that he does not intend to continue his role as caretaker. I believe he is dying. If he dies, how the hell are we supposed to get home? Caretaker mentioned that you might have what he needs. Can you make sense of that? Excuse me. We woke up covered in strange ulcerations. The Ocampa said we were sent away to prevent some kind of plague. Except we weren't sick before we met the guy. What a crock. They also said the caretaker had sent others with the same disease, but they didn't recover. They died? I want you both in sickbay now. Captain, their condition is unusual. It appears to be a cellular disruption caused by the introduction of foreign genetic material. Their bodies are rejecting it, rather violently, I might add. They're fortunate. A few more days and the cellular disruption would have been fatal. Foreign genetic material? For what purpose? An excellent question, Commander. It appears to have been introduced deliberately, though why anyone would want to inject them with incompatible DNA is beyond my comprehension. Prognosis, Doctor? I've already started the treatment. With my expertise, they should make a full recovery. The doctor's discovery further confirms my hypothesis, Captain. Aware of his imminent death, the caretaker is enacting measures to safeguard the Ocampa for as long as possible. However, they will run out of energy eventually, so he seeks a successor, one who would continue his work. This explains the abduction and subsequent testing of individuals from various sectors. If he dies before finding a suitable successor, we'll be stranded. We have to return to the array before it's too late. Captain, given the caretaker's reluctance to cooperate, a more assertive approach may be necessary. The Vulcan's right. If that overgrown energy blob won't send us home, we'll blast our way out. Phasers, torpedoes, the whole shebang. I believe a bit of tactical planning is in order. Shields first, then phasers. Okay. Very cool. Well, I think we've gotten to a good stopping point, so I think here is where we're going to stop for right now. All right, gamers. Well, please like and subscribe and leave comments on things you think I might should have done differently, or what you're thinking of the game and other games you want me to start doing. All right, Bubba out.